this time I'm going to show you how to do the front post and back post double crochet in the round. So we'll start with that same slip stitch. And this time we really want to make sure that the tail is what tightens your loop, because if not, we're not going to be able to close this circle since we're crocheting in the round. And Mayo is joining us today. So I am going to start by inserting my hook into that slip knot, but I'm going to leave it a little bit loose so I have space to add loops in and crochet into that space. And what I'm going to do is start with the working yarn, and I'm going to yarn over and just pull up, oops, I'm going to yarn over and pull up a loop through that slip knot, and then I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now keep holding that loop, because this is where we're going to make our first 12 double crochets for round 1. So yarn over, these are just regular double crochets. So there's 1, back into that same loop, 2, yarn over, go into that loop. There's 3. Let me just adjust this a little. Back into the loop. There is 4. Yarn over, go inside. There's 5. 6. 7, and if you notice you're getting close to that knot, you can actually kind of scoot these stitches down and give yourself some more space. So I would go ahead and do that if you're running into that. So that was, let's see, how many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and last one, 12, all in that original slip knot space that we made. So now that we have that, we're going to take this tail and we're going to pull it tight. And we have a really nice tightened circle. Now I don't know what happened here. I wonder if I just let that first chain get loose, but it's okay. No worries there. So if you're wanting to stay organized when crocheting in the round, because I remember when I first started crocheting in the round, I would lose track of my rounds. I like to, on this last stitch of the round, insert a stitch marker and just kind of have that to help you remember where the row ends. So this is row 1. What we'll do is now look over at the beginning of that row, and here was, don't know why that chain got so messed up, but there's a chain, and here's the top of that first double crochet. That's where I'm going to insert my hook, and we're going to slip stitch to join. Just like that. And so now we have a nice little circle here. And we can just keep pulling that tight. Eventually at the end we will weave this end in, but we'll just leave it like that for now. And at the beginning of each round, we're going to chain 2. So chain 1, chain 2, there we go. And now what we're going to do is we've got 12 double crochets in here. And we're going to start increasing the rounds so that our circle doesn't, cave in. We want to make the circumference larger. So I'm going to start right under that chain 2, and right before that first double crochet, there's a space. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook behind that space right here, yarn over, pull through the space, and then complete that double crochet by yarning over, pull through 2, yarning over, pull through 2. Now we look at that actual first double crochet, and we're going to do a front post double crochet where I yarn over, insert my hook just before that first pillar, go behind it and back up the other side, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, complete that double crochet, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay. So now, after that first pillar, we've done the first front post double crochet. I'm going to do another one just like the first, where I yarn over, insert from behind, just after the one we just did a front post with, yarn over, pull through, and then complete that double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. So now we're at the next double crochet. I'm going to yarn over, do another front post. So from the front, insert just behind and underneath, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we go on the other side of that front post and go yarn over from behind, insert, yarn over, pull through, complete the double crochet, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we're just going to complete that pattern all the way around. So now I'm doing another front post. Okay, now I'm going to do one where I come from behind. And now I'm going to do another front post. Okay, now I go from behind. And now another front post. And go from behind. And another front post. And another behind. And another front post. And behind. And another front post. And another from behind. Front post. And behind. Oh, let me do that one again. Behind. Another front post. Let me move this camera. I feel like it's a bit off center. And another behind. Okay, one more front post here. And you'll see we're getting closer to the stitch marker. So we'll do one more behind. And to keep that pattern, if you remember, we started with a behind double crochet rather than a front post. So we want to finish with a front post so the pattern is consistent. So on the stitch marked last double crochet, we will finish with a front post double crochet. And this will be our last stitch in round 2. So I've finished that. And what I'll do at this point is remove that stitch marker, and I'm going to reinsert it into the last stitch of round 2 that we just did. And again, that's just going to help us stay organized and not lose track of where we end each round. So now to finish this, you may be tempted to keep going, but you actually are going to want to connect to that first double crochet we did that was behind. So we'll look and see there's my chain 1, chain 2. Here is the double crochet top of it. Excuse me. So I'm going to insert my hook into the top of that stitch, and we're going to slip stitch to join. Pull that tight, and that is round 2. Okay. So same thing. I'm going to start with a chain 2 for round 3. 1, 2. And for this round, I'm going to say we will not do any increases. This is where we start doing a front post and a back post. So we're going to begin with a back post double crochet actually. So yarn over. This time I'm going to go from behind and in front of that first pillar, but instead of stopping there, I'm actually going to go all the way over back to the other side of my project like this. Yarn over, pull through all of that. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's my first back post double crochet right there. Now we're going to do a front post. So yarn over, insert from the front, and just grab that pillar. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Let me grab some more yarn here. And we're going to continue alternating between front and back post for this third round. So yarn over, we just did a front post. Now we'll do back post, coming up in front of that next pillar and over the other side. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now we'll do a front post. And another back post. And here's where you'll start to see that back and forth pattern start to build up, because those front post double crochets like to sit up above the work, the back post sit below, and it's going to give you that nice ribbed look. So let's continue. We just did a back post, so now we'll do another front post. And another back post. Another front post. And a back post. Another front post. And a back post. Front post. And another back post. front post again. Back post again. And I'll go slower on a couple of these just to make sure you can really see what I'm doing. So I just did a back post. So again, for front post, we'll yarn over, insert just before that pillar, underneath, go through. So we're grabbing it from the front of the project, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and back post, we're grabbing that post from the back of the work. So yarn over, grab it from the back, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, we'll just keep repeating that until we get to the end of round 3. And we're always going to want to end on a front post, piece of fuzzy there, on that last stitch is what I'm talking about. So front post, now a back post, front post, and back post. And we know that we're done with the round once I grab the last pillar that my stitch marker is in. So I'll go ahead and remove it. We'll finish with another front post, double crochet. Okay, so again, I'm going to take that stitch marker, insert it at the top of the last stitch we made, which is right here. And we will slip stitch to join. Again, that slip stitch is going to go at the top of that first double crochet, not the chain 2. So there's chain 1, chain 2, and then here is the top. You'll see it's connected to that pillar. So I'm going to insert it into the top of that stitch and slip stitch to join. And we've just done 3 rounds. Very nice. You're starting to see that ribbed pattern. So from here, we can, I kind of just use feel to decide if I want to increase the number of stitches as I go through the rounds. I kind of do every other. So for this 4th round, let's do another set of increases. And what I mean by that is instead of doing front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, back post, what I'll start doing is start inserting these, I don't know what they're called. I'm going to call them half back posts. I don't know. Back stitches, because we're not grabbing a post when we do this. But what I'll do is I'm going to grab this yarn over, and I'm going to go just behind and underneath through, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's that one. And then I'm going to turn this into a front post. So yarn over, pull it up, and pull through 2, pull through 2. And now I'm going to yarn over and do another one of those from behind. These like half back double crochets. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So this is where we did an increase. This adds 2 more stitches to the round than we had previously. So I've done that, and then I'm going to treat the next couple of stitches like normal. So I've done an increase. Now I'm going to yarn over, just do a regular front post. And then we'll do yarn over a regular back post. yarn over, regular front post, yarn over, regular back post. And then from here, I'm going to end on a yarn over, do a front post double crochet. And again, there's no formula to this. I'm sure I could come up with one, but I'm just going by feel. We're going to do another increase here because we're about at the 4th way mark. So there's a 1/4 of the circle. This would be half of the circle. That would be 3/4. This would be back to the beginning. I'm thinking we'll end up doing 1, 2, 3, 4 increases in this round. So instead of going to a regular back post crochet here, I'm going to go from behind and just underneath that stitch, double crochet. And now I'm going to treat this as a front post. And now I'm going to do another one of those kind of half back posts. And there's my second increase. So back to normal for a few stitches, front post. And as long as you're following that pattern of front, back, it'll work and it'll look nice. So there's a front post, we'll do a back post. Now we'll do a front post. And we'll do a back post. And we'll do another front post. And let's do another increase. So yarn over, do that kind of half back post stitch, not really back post, but you get what I'm saying by now maybe. Okay, and now I'm going to do a front post. Now I'm going to do another one of those kind of half back post stitches. Okay, and now back to normal. Front post. And back post. Oh, I almost did another front. So back post from behind. And front post. And back post. One more front post, and then we'll do one last increase for this round. Okay, so I'm going to do another one of those half back double crochets. Yarn over, do another front post, double crochet. And one last little increase here. And front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, and that'll take us to the end. So front, back, front, back, front, and this is the last stitch in this round. So take out that stitch marker and let's put it in that last stitch we just did. And we're going to slip stitch to join at the top of that first double crochet. Pull it tight. Okay, so you can see we're starting to get a little bit of a dome shape because of those alternating rows. What we'll do is a row of increases, a row of regular, increase, regular, until we think it is about the right size for your head. So this will be another regular row. So chain 2 at the beginning of every row, and it looks like we started with that back. So we're going to do a back post double crochet here. So back post. And front post. Let's see, there it is. Let me find my stitches. We just did back, that will be front. And now another back post. And a front. Back post. Front post. And back post. Front post. And the further you get, the easier it will be to tell what you should be doing at each step, because those ridges start to become a little bit more pronounced as your rows go on. As you can see, we can kind of see those branches coming down. So we just did a back, now we'll do a front. Now you can see this is where we had an increase in the last round. So that's why this one's not as pronounced yet. It will become more pronounced as rows continue. So I just did a back. Let's do a front. And it already is looking more pronounced there. And a back post again. And front post. And a back post. And a front post. And back post. Front post. Back post. Front post. Back post. Front post. Back post. And front post. Back post. Front post. Back post. Front post. Back post. front post. And we're almost there. Stitch marker is in sight. Back post. Front post. Back post, and that last stitch, again, we will finish with a front post. And then I'll end up moving my stitch marker. Once I complete that last stitch, I'm going to pull that string up so I can just let go of the hook. This is a bit easier for me. So I'm going to undo that stitch marker, and we're going to insert it into this last stitch in that round. And I'll put my hook right back through that loop, pull it tight, and again we will slip stitch to join. So there's that chain 1, chain 2, and there is the top of that first double crochet. Pull it tight, and look at that, it's starting to look like a little hat. Pretty neat. So basically what you're going to do is just kind of keep continuing this pattern as you go, increasing maybe every other round until it's about the distance around the circumference fits your head. So whenever I did this one, I just kind of kept increasing and increasing until, well, I messed up a few times, but I get to a certain point, maybe here-ish, and then once you get to a point where it's, I don't know, about the size of your hand, you no longer need to do any increases, and you can keep it the same the whole way down as long as you want it. And then, of course, you can always add fun little things like this to see your head through it. Or you could just stop there and it could be a nice little hat or something. But this is how we start it. And if you want to see more, I'm happy to do more. So yeah, there it is. And there's that Mayo. Hi, Mayo. Hi, Mayo. What are you doing? Now he's got fuzzies on him. Hi, Mayo. Hello. He's a good boy.